Yo, what is up, my dudes? My name is Stormrose, and on this channel we put what's in here out there, and today I'm doing the magical readathon. So, first, I'd like you to notice my Hogwarts shirt, and unfortunately I am wearing a bun, therefore I cannot wear my Ravenclaw beanie, but my bear here will wear it instead to represent. Okay. And actually, hold on, I better get in uniform, you know what I mean? I'll just have to wear this instead. No, I won't be wearing this, I just wanted to point out the fact that I do indeed own a witch hat. Okay. I will keep my wand out, though. Okay. So, I saw a thing about the magical readathon a while back, and I followed the Twitter, and then I completely forgot about it. And then I saw Emmy's video talking about her TBR, and I was like, oh, I'm in quarantine. So, I best be reading. This is no excuse time. I am around my books all the time. I now have access to a bookshelf, although, all of my books are on my Libby pretty much, so. If you don't know what the magical readathon is, it's a Harry Potter based readathon where you're trying to take the owls or the newts, you know, like the tests from Harry Potter. This round is the owls, and then later on is the newts, because the newts are higher, more difficult, whatever, right? Okay, so the idea is that you pick whatever career you would be going into if you were a wizard or a witch, which I am, ha ha ha. But basically you pick a career, and this career has like prerequisites, like classes that you would probably have to take to get your certification to like be in that career, right? Okay, so this is, you have to take the first levels of these subjects, and then when the newts come around you have to earn a specific grade in that subject, right? So the rules are you're only supposed to pick like one career, but there is such a thing as double majoring, and that's what I'm gonna call this. So basically I have picked an herbologist and a writer. I have to pick a writer. I mean, who would I be if I didn't? And I'm also going to get my animagus certification. So, and at first I was like, maybe you should just pick one. Like, you haven't been doing a lot of reading lately. Like, you don't want to bog yourself down or anything. But I have holds on a bunch of books that are coming in, and I have a couple books that I have currently borrowed, and that's more than just the 5 that I'd be reading if I was doing my one or the other and my animagus training. So I'm gonna do both and animagus so I can get all of my books in. And the way that this worked out for me, like the books I've already picked, I can make them fit into the prompts, which is fantastic, because it's just like more reason for me to read the books that are coming in anyways, because sometimes they just kind of sit there and then I have to return them, and I'm like a little bummed about it, especially because half the books on there you have to like wait for them if they're like more popular. So I've created a spreadsheet. Oh, nahaha. This is the herbologist, this is the animagus, and this is the writer requirements, right? And then like the newt grades I'll need later. Fun stuff. Right, okay. So for the herbologist certification, I need to take care of magical creatures, herbology, and potions, right? So the care of magical creatures prompt is a hippogriff, which is something with a beak on the cover. And one of my loans that is supposed to, one of my holds that's supposed to come in soon, is the Bear and the Nightingale. And the most popular cover, I think, doesn't have a bird on it, but I saw a cover that does have a bird on it, so I'm going to count it. So that's my first book, my Bear and the Nightingale. And then for herbology, the prompt is Mimbus Mimbletonia, a book that starts with an M. And the only book that I have rented out that I couldn't get to fit any of the prompt was The Darkest Minds. And it has an M in the title. So I might just have to twist it a little bit. I don't know. We'll look at the books that I have and what I haven't read, and if there's a good one that starts with an M that I want to read, I'll put that in there instead, and I'll just read The Darkest Minds like on its own, like for its own thing, I guess. Because I have it rented and I wanted to read it for a really long time and it took forever for it to come in, so I'm gonna have to read that. But that's on the list. And then another class I need for herbologist is Potions, which is the Shrinking Solution, which is a book that's under 150 pages. And I rented out, or I have a hold on this random romance book called One You Can't Forget. I don't even know what it's about, to be honest, but it's like 160 pages. And that's probably about as close as I'm gonna get, because none of my babes are small. Unless I've already read them. So, because I read the small ones when I'm like, I don't have anything. I need to read quick. I want to read a book, but I don't have a lot of time. So I read all the small ones pretty fast. So, oh my goodness. We're going to count that one. Also because I want to make the books that I'm loaning work for it, so. And then for my second major, writer, okay, sorry, I really want to make this work. I'm trying so hard to make it work. Okay, so for my second major, I need History of Magic, and the prompt for that is Witch Hunts, which is a book featuring witches, and one of the books that I currently have loaned to me is Autumn Magic, which is the second in like a series of the Thorn Witches. It's pretty entertaining so far. It's kind of like contemporary sort of magic, like sort of like the little romances that my grandma probably reads, like probably all of these, except with witches, so it's fun, but it's just pretty lighthearted read. Next is Muggle Studies, which is something from a Muggle perspective, basically a contemporary, and I'm gonna make that after, because I didn't finish it last time I read it, so I renewed my loan, but it turned it into a hold because there were people waiting, I guess. And I was literally already like 60% of the way through it, so I need to get it checked off of my read list. Like, it's still in my currently reading on Goodreads, which means I have to read it. So I'm gonna do that for my contemporary. And then the last prompt for the writer is you get to pick an extra class, and I picked astronomy because that prompt is to read a majority of the book when it's dark, so it's not another book, it's just another challenge. So I think I'm just gonna like connect that to one of the books that I have. If you feel. I don't know which one. I haven't decided which one will end up being that one. Probably the romance one, because it'll be a quick read, so I could probably read it in one night, being honest. And then for the Animagus training, the classes that you need are Arithmancy, which the prompt for that is the magical qualities of 2, which is like balance. And so something that's outside of your typical genre. And for that, I'm going to read The Power of Now, which is a book that I've wanted to read for a while, but it's nonfiction, and I never read nonfiction, like ever, unless it's like a self-help sort of book, and even then it's very slim pickings, okay? So I'm going to read The Power of Now, which I've been meaning to read for like so long. And then for Animagus, you also need Potions, and I'm already taking Potions classes, so that is still the romance book. And then the last class you need is Transfiguration, which is an Animagus lecture. So the book needs to feature shape-shifting, and I have a Discovery of Witches loaned out, and I searched it in Google, and Google said there's a shapeshifter, so awesome. I can't believe that it worked out for me. But, okay, so that's most of the stuff I needed to cover, but I am going to look through my books real fast to see if I have another one that actually starts with an M, so I'm not, like, cheating so bad, you know? I'm already kind of tweaking it by doing the double measure and everything like that, so let's see. Books I haven't read. It's a bit tight. Not an M. Not an M, no. No, it starts with an R. Starts with an R. As a dictionary. This is a collection. It's not called an W. Starts with an S. Starts with an N. Starts with an A. Is, oh, I read that. That starts with an S. What's this? Nope, I already read that. What's this? Nope, starts with a W.
That's funny. That worked out. D-S-T, G, and G, R. No, it's got an M, not beginning. It is looking like I may have to stick with my darkest mind. What's not good for me? Not mad about it if I'm being honest. Let's see. Wait, one more thing to check back here.
Whoa! Ah! Whoa!
No, and here, that one. Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. Very unfortunate news. But since I am currently in quarantine and can only have access to certain books. Sorry, that's stupid. I'm sorry. But I only have access to certain books, so. And in the title, yeah, that's gonna have to do. But anyways, I'm super excited to do this readathon because I haven't done a readathon in a while and I really enjoyed them. I kind of did like a crap ton last year and I haven't done any like since I went to college. No fun. And I think this one would be really cool. So, and I'm reading the books that I was already intending to read anyways, so it's just more fun because there's stuff behind it. And then if I actually complete the things, I can be like, aha, I am certified herbologist. I am certified magic writer. Like, I need to figure out what I would turn into if I do get my Animagus certification. Things to consider. Anyways, if you have any interest in joining the Magical Readathon, I will link down below the announcement video and the Twitter. With that, I bid you adieu till the next Howdy Do. Peace. See ya.
Intelligence. Nothing has caused the human race so much trouble as intelligence.